Yo, what's up guys? I hope you're all doing well. Now the WoW Midnight pre-patch might be a little bit short on content, but one thing it isn't short on is drama. And if you haven't seen, there's currently some massive things going on around the add-ons and certain content creators. And this is all due to the, if you haven't seen, there was a restriction made by Blizzard coming into Midnight that they would be restricting certain add-ons that directly interfaced with combat and the combat information available, which basically means that everyone should be on a fair playing field coming into Midnight. And what that means is, say there's a certain raid fight that would, split the group in half, do certain abilities that, are choreographed and, you have to avoid and things like that. Before Midnight, you would have, most people are going into that fight completely blind and struggling, and maybe some will get through it, some won't. But then there will be people with add-ons that will literally say, go here. There'll be weak auras that tell them to go to a certain place, go to a certain party member, to move at a certain time. They'll know exactly when it's going to hit them, and it gives them a massive advantage over everybody else. Now, they wanted to remove that, so coming into Midnight, everyone plays fair. And I think that is a huge thing. As someone who plays a lot of, Final Fantasy 14, they have a big rule that's similarly on add-ons where you can't have combat add-ons. And that makes the fights a lot more interesting, in my opinion. So I think this is a great thing. However, where there is a gray area, there is a chance for people to disagree, and that is what we are seeing now. And this all kicked off quite hard with this here. So there's this tweet from Lucky One. Just so everyone is aware, the UI add-on Quazii is selling on his Patreon contains full one-to-one copies of LUI files and code. This is against the agreement and da-da-da-da. So that's caused a ton of backlash and a ton of drama, and obviously something else has gone on behind the scenes, because what we see now is Quazii has completely deleted or unlisted all of his videos. And one thing I do want to just make very, very clear is, although I'm making this to talk about it, raise awareness about it, and give my thoughts on it, I want to make it very, very clear, this is a human. There's a real person, and whether you agree or disagree, please don't go and try and cause any additional frustration to this person. They've clearly really received so much frustration, they've closed their account. So, just remember, at the end of the day, this is a person. And I want to say that although I fully disagree with the selling of add-ons, and I'll give my take at the end, I'm very against it, Quazii is a lovely person. I've interacted with him a few times. We played Final Fantasy 14 at around the same time. So I watched a ton of his videos. I've been there when he streamed before, and he is a lovely person. And the guides he makes are top quality. And generally, he'll be missed if this is, if this isn't just like a stunt for a few days and he's going to come back, who knows? But if this is, the goodbye of Quazii, this is a big loss, and regardless of the add-on situation, I don't think it warrants the, someone having to leave the community because of it. And if you go on the links here, you can see, if we go into the Patreon, and you can see pretty much all of the Patreons have been removed, and all you can see is a goodbye. I spent the past 3 hours talking to my family. It's clear this is needless internet add-on drama that isn't worth my health, sanity, and more importantly, the people who matter most. I'd already had a half mind to quit WoW with the add-on announcement, only to defer decision because I started making my own UI. So basically, I'll link this down below if you want to go read it. But basically what he's saying is, this is it for him. The drama, the backlash around it, he's done. He's going to offer refunds to anyone who bought his add-ons, and then goodbye. And I think that is terribly sad. One thing I just want to say is, if you're pointing all your fingers at Quazii, this is terrible, and I agree, putting an add-on on a paywall is very, very bad. Go look at the other creators. Go onto Twitch right now. Look at the top 10 people streaming right now. Go down and look in their bio at the bottom where they have all their links. Look how many people are linking an external add-on, either a UI, a guide, rested XP, or some sort of thing that gives you an advantage in game, and they are selling it. And it's a lot. I just did it, and it's a lot. So there's loads of people profiting off of add-ons in this game, one way or the other. And it's a giant gray area, and this might be the one that goes too far for you, but there's loads of people doing it. And you can read. I opened the policy as well, and it says here, add-ons must be free of charge. Add-on code must be visible. Add-ons must not negatively impact WoW. Add-ons must not include advertisements. They must not solicit donations. And then, they must abide by the WoW, rules. And people are gonna defend their favorite creator and say, oh, well, they're not selling add-ons. The add-ons are free, but you're just paying for the guide that gets loaded into the add-on. The add-on's free. You're just paying for the UI that you copy on top of the add-on. And you can wordsmith it however you want. but someone's making money because of an add-on. And the only reason we're in this massive gray area is because Blizzard have just not acted on it. Blizzard have just not acted on it in so long. They just let it happen that people are trying to take it further and further and make more and more. And then I think Quazii was just flew too close to the sun, you know, however you want to call it. And hopefully, my opinion is it draws more light on this situation, and Blizzard come out with a statement and say, you know, if you're making money off an add-on, we're going to look into it, because I don't think any of it is good for the game, and I don't think this is the end. I don't think this is the last we're going to see on the add-on front and the add-on drama. I think this is going to continue. You know, we're at the very start of Midnight, and I think there's going to be a race of who can make the add-on that gives you the best combat advantage, who can sneak around this new rule the best, and who can give you the best advantage in a raid or in a Mythic Plus without breaking the rules. And whoever can do that will get the best add-on out there. And I think that then attached to that, there's also going to be people trying to make money off of it. People are going to make money off of it, whether it's locked behind paywalls or not. I don't know, but this isn't going anywhere. I think the best thing Blizzard can do is just step in and say, guys, you know, we didn't act on this. Here's the actual rules. You can sell these, you can not sell these. Like, it's crystal clear now, and that will put an end to it. Because right now, everyone's in the gray area, and some people are getting, like Quazii, are getting caught in the gray area of, you know, really weird, but very, very interesting time to be following this add-on space. And I'm really curious what you guys think. What's your thoughts on this one? I think there's going to be very divisive opinions here. People who fully support and fully are against everything that happened here. But I'm really curious. Yeah, let me know what you think. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you on the next one.